Hasn't happened in a long time. Yep. IDDQD were shut down on King's Row, and now moving on to Watchpoint Gibraltar with Who is Veineless, a mix of Reunited +2, up 1-0.
Yeah, very unexpected result there. Yeah, just don't know what to say. From IDDQD, it looks like it's just not that day. We didn't really see Pluppy stand out that much. Usually he's like the star of this team, always getting kills everywhere. But yeah, just didn't work out on King's Row. We'll see if they can try to come back here. I guess it must be a pretty big hit for their the mental.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking in the break, and I guess we can tell the teams to go and start this one up. We were talking in the break saying, maybe they just weren't taking them seriously. Maybe they didn't go into that fully thinking that, yeah, we really need to focus, hammer down, and win this game. Maybe it was just kind of like, this is going to be easy win, and then, well, obviously it wasn't. But Watchpoint Gibraltar, this is going to be an interesting map, the longest map we have in Payload. And we're going to find out how these two teams are going to do. This has got to be a huge confident boost, actually, for Who is Veineless. And just to remind you guys, it's 4 people from Reunited and 2 with Veineless and Reinforce playing as kind of stand-ins, playing as a mix together. But they are looking like a team who's been playing for a long time, let's be honest. I mean, the calls are good. They're playing together really well. But not to give them too much credit. Yeah, we still have another map here for IDDQD, and we're going to see if they can pull this one back.
Exactly. So let's look a bit of the team composition. We will always... That's always like that for Veineless, Mendoxai starting with Widowmaker, trying to get some shots, and then switching very, very quickly. I guess it's just going to stay with Widow for just the beginning of the match. And for the defending team, we're going to have Pluppy giving some love to Junkrat once again. Junkrat being kind of like a new standard pick for Pluppy, at least at the beginning of the map. Always then switching to Reaper if the attack goes too well for the enemy team. So yeah, interesting choice, and always placing that very useful trap here to just get the Genji or any flanker. But it doesn't look like it's going to be a Genji. Probably Mendoxai is going to switch to Genji, but I don't see a Zenyatta for Veineless just yet. It's going to be a Mercy. I
mean, I'm assuming, because I've played with Mendo quite a few times, and he always requests to have a Mercy in the beginning to go for that damage amp, so you can just kind of power through anyone. And then once he gets a kill or two, they're able to push and he just switches right over. But we'll see. He's actually playing on the left side. We'll see how about he's going to be going in, as we're going to be kicking off our first half of our second map here. Currently 1-0 for Who is Veineless. Let's see how this one will break down.
I tried to do the opening kill with Widowmaker. Oh, misses the headshot on Pluppy. That could have been a really, really nice kill there. And Pluppy still spamming, but not gonna get killed just yet.
Oh, there we go. That's gonna be the Winston dropping straight on top of him. Will be one way to force him. Reinhardt.
Nice charge from Reinforce getting killed. And Taimo and Coco are falling. Just everyone is dying on IDDQD. What is happening?
Well, it was a good push off the back of that initial kill with the charge out of Reinforce, catching out his counterpart. Coco falling down, kind of lost the front lines, and now this is a little bit of a struggle here. Yeah. So far, Unfixed playing the Reaper, allowing Mendo to stick on this Widowmaker. I think once they get around into the hangar, that's when things are going to change a little bit more. But there we go. First checkpoint already taken at about 42 seconds in. And this is a strong, fast start here.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of unexpected. We usually see the first checkpoint getting picked quite quickly, but here it was just... yeah, Veineless team rolling over IDDQD. IDDQD looking pretty good there, picking some kills here. Internet Herc managing to get the kill on Mendoxai. Pretty nice frag there. And Mendoxai just went flying with that one. And it looks like the defending team is going to hold for now. And Veineless is just trying to stay and to regroup and to maybe launch a new attack. For now, regarding the ults, we only have Valutaja with the Deadeye up and ready. We're just gonna wait for a bit more damage being done by the support to get some very, very useful Resurrect and Brawl Shields for Veineless.
Well, you look at the shield battle, and this is clearly winning for the side of Who is Veineless. They're attacking this as much as they possibly can. Unfix and Valotage together just to take that one down, and once it's gone, it comes down to the Winston bubble to keep themselves alive. A charge, just barely catching Valotage, takes him down. This is going to be used here on the attacking side of Veineless just to keep his team healthy, but the counter sound barrier will come in. Battle never give up. It looks like it will be another successful hold here, as fortunately for Who is Veineless, they will just fall one by one. That charge on Valotage, though, I think just instantly won him the fight. He just barely caught them out.
Oh, there was a Resurrect there, but I think the Resurrect just got cancelled at the last second. We started to see the animation, but didn't work, and it looks like Internet Herc is out for blood.
Yeah, he is. He's going straight into him. He's going to just back away. Has been able to keep them back. Don't necessarily think he needed that ultimate in that position. Maybe it was a little bit of a mishit, but more he switched away from that Mercy. So they're looking to go in with more of a standard lineup. Mendo going to be now over here on this Genji. Funny enough, you know, Reunited, usually it's like too easy who's like the big damage dealer for him. But he switched over to the support role. playing Lucio. Yeah, so Unfix has been the real man to step up. A bit actually, Earthshatter came in, but it looks like with 3 kills already going their way, it looks like IDDQD will hold on for another time here. So they're not just yet. Maybe it's a little bit of a sploof earlier on, or a spoof earlier on King's Row. But they're definitely playing like a different team now.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult for the attacking team. They just caught off surprise IDDQD, I guess, and now IDDQD is just staying together and reorganizing themselves and looking pretty decent. But we had to switch Genjis and Zenyatas all of a sudden for the attacking team, and Mendoza is gonna try to do some damage to the defending team, and it looks like we have a brush shield from... Oh, what the hell was that? That charge from Reinhardt!
Calculated out of Coco. That's the second time. Yeah, that's the second time he's hit a ridiculous charge. He caught out Volatility before. Now he catches up Mendo. And again, another solid hold. Ultimates, though, it used quite a bit. Only timing with his available, where Veineless now is going to have his up to go in with. So if they want to, they will have that sound barrier advantage. But actually, let's just check in. How far is Never Give Up from actually getting his ultimate? Let's just check in with him really quick. It's 17%, so no way it's going to be up anytime soon. What about Chip's Hygiene? Because that Transcendence can definitely counter quite a bit. No, 8%. So they used everything in that last fight.
It's gonna be difficult.
And this should be an ideal fight for Who's Veineless if they just engage.
Yeah, we're gonna follow Mendoza side, trying to do some damage to Genji. Genji with the Discord Orb, the 2 orbs as always, and gets the kill. Very important pickup right there, and it might be the right moment to just push.
Veineless, he fell down. He got killed by Coco. Yeah. I think a charge hit yet again. He has no ultimate available, and you could just see how hectic it is with all these bubbles everywhere. But now Internet Hulk just trying to back away. And I think Mendo won't even be able to chase him down. He will fall. Internet Hulk picks up 2, and Reinforce just trying to escape, not feed over too many more ultimates. But even with the man advantage, Who is Veineless failed to get that point.
That was very close, and it was a huge success for IDDQD because they didn't have that much ultimates ready, and they just managed to stay alive. That was very impressive there.
All right, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We're about 4 minutes and 38 seconds into this one. Only took him 42 seconds to cap that first point. And now things getting a little bit rough here as Mendo trying to go for the head-to-head up against Pluppy. Tamu only able to secure one here, and the orb has been put up over to Mendo, who's just quickly able to Wraithwalk that one away. Earthshatter's up, though. This is going to be a key factor for both Reinhardts. Who can hit the Earthshatter correctly? Who can block the other Reinhardt's Earthshatter?
There's, yet again, a lot of ultimates ready for the attacking team. So, Sheepsiren needs that Transcendence right now. He really needs it. And it's... No, he's not got it. It doesn't get it. Yes,
it's close.
80%. Yeah. Gonna get it very soon. I guess he will have it ready for the next team fight. And it looks like there's an engage from IDDQD. They're gonna try to push and get some kills. For now, there's a Transcendence from the enemy Zenyatta. Reinforce trying to do some damage. And for now, only Internet falls.
Well, it's only one, but it's not done just yet. The Transcendence going to be coming in, though, out of Chip to keep his team alive, keep him healthy in this skirmish that's breaking down in this underpass. Pluppy has been able to secure the kill and reinforce Mendo, able to return the favor, though, as it looks like even Mort's able to pick up a kill. And I think IDDQD have just fallen, with too many men. Internet Hulk is one of the last few men alive, actually, I think, respawning back in. And they might be able to pick up this checkpoint, but Hulk, will it come down to him? Will he actually contest this point or not? He's got Coco here to help out. They've got their front tank line. Do they have support? He jumps straight in, pops the bubble down. Volley gets a nice flashbang off to him, and they do pick up the kill yet again. Reinforce, he's going to connect the charge, I think, on a Never Give Up. He will fall as well, and this will most certainly be another checkpoint.
Wow, very impressive, because I really thought IDDQD had time to go back there and contest one last time the checkpoint date, but they were just too harassed by everyone, and they just couldn't go past the door. So very impressive push from them, and it looks like we're gonna have Unfixed on the top of the shuttle, trying to maybe catch someone off guard. It's a nice position he has right now. Having the high ground in this hangar is crucial to the victory. You really need to keep the high ground guarded and just don't allow any kind of Pharah or Widowmaker up there. And it looks like he found Pluppy with his Reaper, gonna be forced to disengage right there. And Winston also as well. Unfixed is doing a really good job at keeping that high ground safe right now.
And there's a Deadeye coming in as well out of Volatage, which unfortunately won't really connect on anyone. Didn't have the opportunity. It forced them back, and with them backing away, it forced the engage out of Who's Veineless, charging straight through, catching them completely off guard, coming around that corner of the payload. It's still moving forward, but the flashbang coming in. This is going to be Veineless in a rough position. Will eventually fall, but that doesn't matter because now Internet Hulk is able to trade the kill to Mendo, and with the Genji down, it doesn't matter. They're able to push this payload across, and they're going to pick up this next checkpoint.
Yeah, very impressive stuff from Veineless, doing a lot of work. And it was just a stomp in this hangar. Usually you see a lot of resistance from the defending team, but it's just unstoppable force right now. Mendoxai on his Genji, gonna try to maybe flank. He saw the Zenyatta. He has to kill the Zenyatta before the Transcendence goes off. Shipsaran pops up the Transcendence and Floppy gets the kill. Very, very clean. It's very difficult right now for the attacking team. They are getting really wrecked right now. And the kill from Taimu on Internet unfixed, sorry. And it looks like for now they're gonna hold.
Internet fixed or unhulk.
Internet fixed.
Or unhulk. We'll go either way with that one. So yeah, they've been able to successfully hold pretty much hardest checkpoint to pass if you're on the attacking side here. Even though the hanger can be very rough, but if you have a smooth hanger position, it comes down to this final push. Taimu. He's got his ultimate up. Let's check out on Never Give Up yet again and Chips Hyjin. I always like to check the supports when their ultimate's up because that really changes how the game's going to work. Mendo, though, unfortunately, will fall to Taimu, who gets the Deadeye off onto him. And when Taimu secured a second kill, I don't think there's anything anything Who is Veineless can really do to stop the rot because they're just falling one by one.
Very aggressive defense there by IDDQD. They just don't want them to get out of the hangar without being, it's really, really hard for the attacking side right now. And it looks like we have a couple of ultimates ready on the attacking team for Veineless.
Well, and also look what Mendo's been able to switch over to, going with the Widowmaker. So dropping out of the Genji and trying to go for this route when he's up against a Winston, you can jump on top of him, but he's not against the Genji himself, which makes things more sustainable, more survivable for him. He doesn't really have to worry about a Genji just charging straight into him. He gets a nice shot there on the Internet Hulk, forcing him back yet again. The payload starting to finally make its way through, but with Coco, you know, discorded up in the backside, and the nice jump shot comes out of him. He eventually will fall. And Mendo almost has ultimate available just to, yet again, which makes things so much more difficult. That's going to be the ultimate coming out of Unfixed, I believe. Kennex on Internet Hulk securing one. Transcendence coming in, but honestly, what's it coming in for?
Everyone's
just
dead.
For him to fall.
Everyone's dead on the defending team, and the attack is going to push. It's not enough to get the final checkpoint, but now it's going to be a very, very important team fight.
Yeah, it's going to come down to this. Ultimates, Coco, and Hulk both have theirs up. I don't think there's really going to be any defensive ones here. We're seeing a Diva out of Volatage, so switching away from the McCree, going for more of a deep route to connect, I think, on a Chips, trying to take him down immediately before he has a chance. And also helps with Pluppy whenever he wants to ult.
Yeah, Voltage are trying to do some damage. I think he's gonna go down here. I don't really know what he was trying to do there. Probably trying to get a kill here. He doesn't die, He finally gets taken out by Pluppy. He had some troubles there. But yeah, Diva is pretty thin.
Trying to catch him off guard, though. There's a nice little switch up. We haven't seen too many Divas recently, so, you know, swapping over to that. And ideally, with him going to the back line, well, the problem is, if he goes in the back line, he has no support. He's not going to have a Reaper jump in there. He's not going to have a Genji. They're just trying to provide opportunity for Mendo to pick up some kills, which he did get Taimu, but he fell down to Chips. But now coming in is Pluppy from the backside. Earthshatter comes in as well. And he able to secure the 1v1 against Unfixed, which does give him the fight advantage, gives him the man advantage, and sure as hell stops that payload from crossing anywhere else. 40 seconds left, and it looks like IDDQD will hold. Yeah,
that was just a one-sided team fight right there. But the attacking team still have 3 ultimates. Sadly, no ultimate for Veineless nor Mortive for Veineless team. So, yeah. Although the Bro Shield might be up very soon, but no Transcendence whatsoever for the ending of this match, except if there's an overtime. It looks like... that was a beautiful shot from Mendoxai, managing to pick up Pluppy with the Reaper right now, but only 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, we're into, in just a few seconds, the overtime. Reinforced was trying to hold them in spawn so they actually couldn't escape anymore, but that's going to be now... Do you just teleport through spawn?
Yeah, he's behind them, but they spotted him. Oh, too bad, they spotted him. And the Transcendence going on from Shipsaran to keep his team alive. Valutaja gonna get picked off, I think, yes, by Taimu and Pluppy. And the Death Blossom by Unfixed not dealing any damage, only to Coco's shield and the Earth Rush.
Yeah, he got knocked away, and now Reinforced trying to come back. He gets a head-down charge at Coco, but Veineless is still alive. He's still in the payload. He's keeping it overtime. He's just trying to, well, stay alive as long as he possibly can. I think it just jinxed it there. And the successful hold will come through. So IDDQD looking a little bit better than they did in that first half. They have been able to hold. So 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Now, what this means is, ladies and gentlemen, if IDDQD can finish the 3rd checkpoint quicker than 7:13, or they finish the game, they will have secured themselves map 2, and we're going on to Nambani.
Exactly, and we're gonna see the play of the game by Pluppy with his Genji killing Valutaja, and then just sushi time. What else to say? Just sushi time from Genji, getting kills everywhere. Genji is pretty insane, I hear a lot of pro players just raging about this guy, especially in combination with Zenyatta. I think it's like he's the #1 problem for all teams currently. We might see some balance changes in the coming weeks.
We might need to. But I also like the idea of him because he can go into the back line and be a big nuisance, right? And there's not many characters that can do that at the moment. You got Tracer and him. So maybe the idea of him is good, but maybe just some subtle tweaks to make things a little bit easier for like a Zenyatta to deal with him, because I'm sure as hell. I know you sure as hell have played Zenyatta against a Genji, and you just I rage pretty bad.
That's why I
just
main
nothing
Genji.
you can do. That's why you main Genji.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
just don't play Zenyatta. But yeah, I hear my Zenyatta rage a lot when it comes down to Genji. I know your pain, Mana. So yeah, we're gonna go to the second side of this map, and we'll see if we have some switches from both teams. It looks like Ploppy is gonna stick to Genji, and Shipsahung gonna stick to Zenyatta.
And just to update you guys, since this is the first time we're using this UI, we're still looking at maybe adapting a little bit more, at least the overlay, sorry. The gold means win condition. So if they finish, they win, or if they get the third checkpoint quicker, then they're going to win. That's how about they can do it, and we'll be updating the times on how it's going quicker or slower, whether it's green or blue. If you watch speedruns, you know exactly what it is. So if it's going to be red, that does mean the team attacking is going slower than the first half, their counterparts on the first half. And if it's green, it means they're going faster. You'll obviously see some plus and minuses in there as well to help out. But let's see how things break down. IDDQD, they need to pick up this half to take it to that third map on Numbani, which you already saw a ridiculously close game on Ghostly Gamers just last night.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And yeah, it's their last chance to stay in the tournament. It's the semifinals, it's a best of 3, so they need to win this one. And looks like we're gonna have some very similar team compositions. Only Mercury, only Winston is the difference between the two teams. Actually, we're gonna have a Reaper for Unfixed. So yeah, very meta composition right now. That's sort of very standard composition. Zenyatta, Lucio, Genji, Reinhardt.
That's what I'm excited for the game to come out. We'll have more heroes, and you actually see more diversity in lineups. But here we go. 2 minutes or 2 seconds left, and IDDQD, they need to successfully pull off the third checkpoint quicker than 7:13, or just win the game by securing the finish point or the finish line to get themselves into that third map.
And Taimu already sneaking up to the stairs and trying to do some damage, but he's gonna retreat and just spam that shield from Reinhardt. And it looks like we're gonna have Unfixed trying to do damage with Reaper, but he's just alone getting stunned. But no, he stays alive.
How?
Yeah,
how? I mean, Reinforce came up
to sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly. He traded places with him. He's like, all right, I'll get your back. I'll die for you. And I mean, he will eventually fall. Puppy picks up the kill on Overwatch anyways, and the knockoff comes off Taimu. It's gonna fall to his death, but it doesn't matter. They've been able to actually shove straight through. I think it's just down to Puppy just clean them up one by one as Veineless. He will fall as well. And there's another kill coming in. And I think they've been able to successfully get this first checkpoint.
Yeah, and it looks like Ploppy is really on fire with his Genji doing a lot of damage like cutting through silk, just like he says. And it's going to be first capture of the first checkpoint.
Yep, 56 seconds.
Yep, and the defending team is gonna pull back and stay on this A checkpoint. And careful, Taimu is here, was waiting for Unfixed, unsuspecting the Mercury being here, and the attacking team just destroying this defense right now. It's very difficult for Veineless. And IDDQD, it looks like they're gonna score this checkpoint A in a matter of seconds.
Jesus Christ, not even able to update the overlay in time, so...
Jason is just constantly writing times. It's pretty difficult for him, so we're just gonna keep casting, and in the hangar, a pretty intense fight right now. Oh, everyone is just fighting already. No... Oh, that was a nice kill from Ploppy. Gonna probably kill Reaper as well. Ploppy is just on fire, just killing everyone. What is happening? Lucio dies. Just Veineless doesn't know how to deal with him. He's just on fire, unstoppable. And it looks like it's just gonna be a very easy and calm ride for Team IDDQD. They just don't have to worry about anything. Ploppy is doing all the damage and killing everyone. It finally gets taken out by the enemy team, and it looks like we're gonna have some big team fight going on the checkpoint B. Reinforce getting pulled. It's pretty difficult.
God damn it, guys! Give me a break here!
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up!
Yeah, don't worry, it's not captured yet, but it will! It will be captured in 5 seconds from now. IDDQD looking very strong, and it looks like they are really ahead of Veineless in terms of timing.
Oh, way ahead. 4 minutes and 54 seconds ahead of time, but they're trying to use everything they possibly can. The Transcendence being used just to throw anything they possibly can at this payload to keep them back. Reinforce is trying to hold that shield up, trying to be that brick wall they're going to need to stop anyone from getting through, but Pluppy's already penetrated. He's gone towards the back line. He's even coming back for the tank, and that will be it. IDDQD going to take it to a map 3.
Yep, exactly. GG being called out by the teams. IDDQD looking dominant here. That's what we were expecting from them when we saw them in that tournament. That's the level of IDDQD.
That's what should have happened.
Exactly.
Well, not necessarily should have happened, but I think they've definitely started to actually, wake up and say, "Hey guys, we're not going to let you pick up a free win. You know, we're not going to let you take us down, and they were finally able to maybe have their coffee, maybe get a drink of Red Bull or Monster, whatever they fancy, and just wake the hell up. I mean, there's been a lot of tournaments lately, so I can understand them being tired, but we'll see as we're going to head over to Numbani next what will happen.
Yeah, it was a very solid win, and I think Numbani is going to be interesting because Numbani is known for being the favorite map of Veineless, aka Reunited.
Yep.
And we also know that IDDQD is one of the few teams, maybe the only team, that managed to beat Reunited on Numbani in the past few days. So
yeah.
it's going to be an interesting one.
Speaking of Numbani, like, that was the first map they were able to challenge Melty out in the first beta phase, the top team of Europe at the time. That was their first real push into potentially becoming the top team in Europe. But let's see Pluppy with the play of the game.
Again,
slicing and dicing and
calling a sushi time again. Yeah, it's gonna have the ulti up, and yeah, here you go. Just slicing and dicing. Oh, nice reflect.
That's the worst, when you see a Genji reflected against you and your teammate kills you because they attack.
Yeah.
That's the story of my life when it comes to playing pubs with some of these people.
Got killed by Deegan like that. Was playing Widowmaker.